Wolfgang just did it and he nailed it. Hello everybody, the time has finally come. Now that I have it for around 3 months, I would like to introduce you to my new ice blue hurdy-gurdy. This magical looking instrument is a VIOLA RTP carbon hurdy-gurdy, and RTP means ready to play, and it is made by Wolfgang WEICHSELBAUMER in Austria. I waited about 1.5 years for my instrument, but now that the current waiting list is definitely longer than 1.5 years. And now let's go to the details. The VIOLA RTP comes with an extremely modern look. The front is made of a special tone wood, which is spruce, and the back is made of carbon. If you choose an instrument by Wolfgang WEICHSELBAUMER, you can go to him with any color you would like to have on your gurdy. Obviously, I've had the idea of an ice blue hurdy-gurdy for ages, and I've been told elsewhere that it doesn't work on that type of wood. But look at that. Wolfgang just did it and he nailed it. I mean, how beautiful is the ice blue color? I mean, I especially like that the grain of the wood comes out so beautifully. And another cool thing is that the color looks different in every light. So I love it. So if you have any special color request, just go to Wolfgang and ask him about it. In addition, the carbon gurdy has a very thin body and also an open tangent cover, so you can see some of the tangents right here, which matches very perfectly with the modern looking style. On the inside of the tangent cover you can see something that is very typical for Wolfgang. It is a floral pattern that he uses for every instrument he makes. And I think it's very beautiful too. Let's talk about the wheel at this point. It is open and has spokes. This looks pretty cool to play with as it casts nice shadow patterns. It also ensures that the sound can flow and spread better. But not only the look of the wheel is special. Wolfgang has developed a special coating for the wheel that makes it possible to play the hurdy-gurdy without using cotton on the strings. Normally you have to use cotton for your strings in order to produce a soft sound and not cause any damage to the wheel. Here's a little comparison between the sound when not using cotton on the strings and when using cotton on the strings. I personally like to play with cotton on the strings as it sounds a bit softer, but that's of course a matter of taste. As I said before, the VIOLA RTP is partly made of carbon. The fact that the whole back is made of carbon has several advantages. On one hand, the instrument is super light. It only weighs 2,600 grams. My previous hurdy-gurdy was nearly 4 kg. You don't have the feeling of having such a large instrument in front of you. Since I was a child, I've had a lot of back problems, and also with my previous hurdy-gurdies, after a while on stage I had back problems too, and also bruises on my hip bones. That was an important factor in the decision to order a carbon hurdy-gurdy. Another really cool thing about the carbon hurdy-gurdy is the tuning stability. Although the wooden front reacts to changes in humidity, temperature and other influences, the variations are definitely smaller than with instruments made entirely of wood. So another point for the carbon hurdy-gurdy. And now let's talk about the strings. My Viola RTP comes with 3 melody strings in low C, a G and a high G, 3 drone strings in low C, G and E, 3 trumpet strings in G, C and E, and a total of 12 sympathetic strings. On the trumpet strings I have 2 capos from C to D and from G to A. Of course you can also have capos for the drone and melody strings attached if you wish. I'll definitely do that in the future, especially for the drone strings. Another special feature that ensures a very soft sound are built-in felt stoppers on the keys, which ensure that the keys do not rattle when playing. The Viola RTP has another really cool new innovative feature. Wolfgang has developed a height adjustable axle. You can simply loosen the screw on the crank and move the axle and put the wheel to the desired position. Because of this and the height adjustable melody bridge, the pressure of the strings on the wheel can be changed. These setting options and the felt stoppers on the keys enable a very dynamic playing. In addition, the axle is movable, which means with a little pressure on the crank, the wheel moves up and down even though the axle is screwed tight. However, this technique needs a little practice to get used to. And now let's talk about the miking. You can do so much with the Viola RTP when it comes to microphones. It comes with a 5-channel pickup system, which runs through this little box, and it is called Blue Box, and that's quite obvious. It can be used to pick up every microphone on the hurdy-gurdy individually. That means it has outputs for the melody string mic, which sits here, the drone mic, which sits here, the trumpet string microphone, which sits here, the sympathetic string mics, which are inside, and output for the sum of all of the mics. There is also an output for an external microphone, which I haven't installed yet. So you can use different combinations of microphones and experiment a bit with it and just use the sound you like the most. Mainly with the sum of all microphones. On the hurdy-gurdy itself there are also controls with which you can turn the melody strings, the drone strings and also the trumpet strings loud and quiet. In addition to the hurdy-gurdy, I got two really cool and very important things. The first thing is a strap, and the second thing is a hard case, which you definitely need if you tour a lot and you don't want to get your hurdy-gurdy damaged or broken. As I said before, I have problems with my back. Wolfgang has developed a special neoprene belt that is slightly stretchy and ensures that the weight and the pressure are distributed over the lower back. I'm very happy with it so far, and it definitely helps when you have problems with your back. However, there's something you have to get used to, because you have to know that your hurdy-gurdy still have some movement and it's not that tight to your body because it is stretchy, and if you're moving a lot on stage then you have to know this. So there's movement, and if you play some fiddle stuff or something like this then it might be a bit disturbing, but I think if you get used to it then all will be fine. So if you have some back problems then I definitely highly recommend to use this strap. And it's also a very good alternative if you want to avoid leather straps. And now let's come to the second cool thing, the hard case. Wolfgang told me that he has been working on an ultra-light hard case for years that is easy to carry and protects your body. And ta-da! Here's the first super light hurdy-gurdy hard case under which you won't collapse right away. It is handy and looks super fancy at the same time. I always have to think of a space shuttle or something. And it definitely matches the modern and very cool look of the VIOLA RTP. Another really cool thing about the case is that it can be used as hand luggage on a plane without any problems. All in all, I'm super happy with my new instrument. I'll have some features like capos and some other things that I'd like to be added in the future. And in addition, the VIOLA RTP comes without a wheel cover. So if you move around a lot on stage and you don't want to get your wheel damaged, then you definitely should get a wheel cover. And that's something that I would like to add on my hurdy-gurdy too. I've had the instrument with me on tour the last few weeks and I can definitely say that I don't have had any problems at any time, and it is always ready to play. And now, if you're interested in one of Wolfgang's awesome instruments, just send him an email and he will give you all the information, including the price list and also the current waiting list and so on. And he also ships his instruments worldwide. I'll put all the contact information in the video description below. By the way, maybe some of you can remember that a few weeks ago I asked on Instagram what name you would give my instrument, and I have to say that I stuck to a name that has been on my mind for months. So actually the name is Onda, which is Latin and means wave or water. If you still have any questions, just write them in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and if you liked the video, just give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching and see you next time. Bye!